There and welcome. Thank you for coming. If this is your first time, I hope you enjoy this. My name is Tammy and I'm with Country Girls Tumblers. Please give me a thumbs up, like, share, and consider subscribing for. Hey everyone, so this is what we're going to be working on today. And to start everything off, I sanded this koozie and wiped it down with 91% rubbing alcohol. And the next step is we're going to go in with this Crystal-Lac Universal Gray paint. And we're just going to coat this really well all the way around and on the top. I did tape the top and the bottom off so that we don't get any of this paint or the alcohol ink that we're going to be using on the rim and up in the bottom of this koozie. And there's a screw on to the bottom of the koozie that's got a bottle opener on it. So just get a real good coat of your paint all the way around this. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with our sand color alcohol ink. And we're just going to coat this really well all the way around using our chip brush. And this alcohol ink I got off of Amazon, had like 25 or 30 different colors in it. If I can find it, I will link it in the description. Once we get that coated on really well, I'm going back in and just putting a few spots a little and darkening that some of these areas up using the sand. And once I put it on this koozie, I'm giving it just a second or two to kind of adhere to it and run a little bit. That way we've got some depth and some actual wood grain look. And we're just going to go around and randomly put these spots and blend it out. The next thing I do with this, I found that works really well for me. I don't know if this is the way that you'll do it. You know, each person has their own ways, but it worked really well for me. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with our next alcohol ink. We're going to let that dry, and we're going to use our earth brown. And I'm just putting this, as you see, I'm just putting it on my brush. And we're going to put a couple of different colors and kind of let them just dry on to the brush. Here's our walnut. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put some of this ink on the brush and let it dry. And our caramel. We're going to let this dry for a few minutes and kind of get on those bristles and embed it into those fibers of the brush. And this purple bottle, I've got 91% rubbing alcohol. And I'm just going to spray these bristles and reactivate that alcohol ink that we've layered onto the bristles. And we're just going to go through and we're going to swipe up and down on this koozie. Get it looking the way that we want to. And just randomly go back over your brush and reactivate that alcohol ink. And at this point, I'm liking the way that this is looking. So we'll just touch up a little more. in a few areas, and this helps darken areas. It helps lighten some of the areas. Once we get it the way that we like it, I set this off for about 24 hours. And then the next, then we're going to go in with our epoxy, I'm sorry. And at this point, this is where I start realizing I messed up. So we're going to use the amazing quick coat epoxy that I get from Walmart. I had gotten quite a bit of this over a period of time, and I actually love the way that it works. It's usually cured in 4 to 6 hours, and I don't have any issues with it. And for this, it's a hog koozie, and I mixed up about 15 milliliters of the amazing quick coat, and we're just gonna put our epoxy over and kind of smooth this out. And to me, I was able to see the color change in this alcohol ink. Even though it had cured for 24 hours, I saw where it was changing color. And this is where my oops went in. I should have done a clear coat of spray paint, but I still really love the way that this turned out. Once we get our epoxy on, you just want to torch that and get rid of any micro bubbles that may form in your epoxy. I did cut out, because this is for a friend, she ordered it for her husband. I cut out a buck head because she wanted a wood grain deer koozie for her husband. So I cut out a buck head and put that on, and we're just going back over that. I mixed up 20 milliliters of the amazing quick coat epoxy from Walmart, and we're just going over that and letting that cure, putting that on, smoothing it out, and we're going to torch it again. And I actually did 2 coats of this epoxy. This was the second coat over the buckhead. And once that cured, this is the results. Y'all, if y'all like this, give me a thumbs up. Please consider liking and subscribing. And I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks and have a great day.